London. James, are you listening? 1 minute, please.
Obviously, it changes everything. The special relationship is based upon not just mutual interests, but mutual services. America has been the senior partner for a century, but there have always been things that only Britain can do.
News 24. Alexander Thomas, Secretary of State.
Well, this is now decreasingly true. Britain is simply less use to America. The idea that Britain has anything much to offer America is fiction.
The Imperial War Museum. Well, Felix, I have to say, I'm not entirely convinced by your new chap's grasp of diplomacy. Yeah, how did I guess you had an ulterior motive for accompanying Valence and me to do the security pass? Seriously? We're in hawkish times, James, and you can't fault his honesty. But still, in advance of an official trip, it's not good form. Yeah, maybe not. He's new. He'll learn. You never know. He is coming here. This place does tend to bring back everything. All the wars, cold and hot. It's a pointed choice. Our diplomatic boys are good at soft reminders of history. I do understand there's a wonderful exhibit of the early days of MI6. M sent all manner of old gizmos down. Look, as a Brit, I know it's your favorite pastime, but I don't think you wanted to just reminisce about the past. Have a good mo. What do you need to know? Well, now, it's not MI6's jurisdiction, but I understand that Valence has been uncooperative with MI5 over security on the trip. He claimed it was under the Secretary's express orders. Even more uncooperative than the CIA have been with us. I suspect the Kremlin is getting more hard data from you than us, through one channel or another. M wants to know, off the record, is this how it's going to be? The Secretary is new. He's an isolationist and an arrogant one. But he's not stupid. Honestly, I don't know. Everything's unpredictable now. It's a nationalist time. You guys should know that. Now, we work out what that means. 2 weeks later. Moneypenny. Go straight through, James. M's waiting. You are curt and compelling today, Moneypenny. Go straight through, James. M's waiting. I was so looking forward to a little chat. I love your hair. James, this is... Sorry, Moneypenny. No time to chat. I need to go through. Don't you know? M's waiting. Present, sir. You shouldn't have. Not the time, 007. There's a delicate, possibly time-sensitive issue that needs handling with utter discretion. I understand. I'll mentally add a very before Secret Service, sir. What are the boxes? We've been receiving these for some months. Unintelligible text, Probably a cipher. Seemingly random items. It has been low priority. As you imagine, we received a lot of unusual mail. The latest package came this morning. It included these clippings. Alexander Thomas, Yank insult to Britain. Ah. And you want me to look into it? MI5 won't be pleased. MI5 are never pleased. But they've been informed and all data shared. But it would be politically useful for us to uncover the truth. We haven't found any fingerprints yet and are only starting to ascertain the nature of the cipher, but have confirmed the village it was sent from. The information is being passed to MI5, of course, but you have plenty of time to get to Denby North, near Milton Keynes, if you didn't know. No guns, of course, but Q Branch packed you an away kit. Well, the globe-trotting glamour in this job has gone distinctly downhill in recent years. I remember when it was all bikinis and sports cars. So, show the Americans exactly how useful we remain. I understand. I did tell our American friend they were being short-sighted. They need all the humant they can get. Drones won't do everything. Plus, extrajudicial killing of foreign nationals. That's my job. That was black even for you, 007. Do run along. Denby North. Post Office.
Oh, locked. He must be out. He's a very private lodger. Polite, though.
Oh well, may I trouble you for a coffee, please? A bomb. Stay back. Call the fire service. Pin from a Mills, if I'm not mistaken. An antique. Call M, please.
Calling M.
There's been a little bother, M. WW period booby trap. Set to torch the room if disturbed. But if I can check the windowsill for a second... Bingo. Taking a photo and sending it through.
Good work, Bond. Anything else?
Bletchley Park. Yes, you were wondering what cipher the messages were using? It's Enigma code.
Here's your coffee.
Thank you. The print has turned up. It's one Jack Marshall, Marine, discharged, history of violence, instability, extreme nationalist views. And what about the code?
Fill him in, Boothroyd.
Well, if there was any justice in the world, this would have been our chance to get Colossus up and running. They've got a functioning model at Bletchley Park, but we needed it in 5 minutes, so we ran an emulator. There is no beauty in the world. To roughly paraphrase, he's a fantasist. To paraphrase more specifically, he's acting like he's an auxiliary unit. In the Second World War, as parts of the plans for invasion, auxiliary units were organized. The SAS, of Dad's army, if you will. They were to actively resist invading forces. He clearly believes Britain needs defending. And the Secretary of State's comments have marked him as an enemy of Britain's freedom. And he's sending his reports to MI6 because the auxiliaries would have reported directly to SIS. Yes?
Correct, 007. I'm impressed.
Man has to have an appreciation of the history of the craft. We've got a likely GPS ping in the area, keeping on a theme, a World War II bunker. Head there and wait for armed support. Of course.
007, you will wait for support.
Of course, sir. Oh, thank you. That coffee hit the spot. Observing the location, sir. ETA on the fire team? 15 minutes. An Enfield, a classic. I've always been fond of the classics. All this would be easier if it wasn't for MI5's obsession on us not being issued guns in the home territory. Acquiring my own is Wake up. Now. Let's start with the basics. Name, rank, serial number. Bond. James Bond. Rank and serial number can wait. You're Jack, yes? Jack Marshall? How do you know me? How have we been compromised? I'm from MI6. We've received your communiques. You are to halt your engagement immediately. This mission is not cleared. The Americans are insulting Britain. It will not be borne. I've risked my life time and again for this country. A Britain so violently afraid of what others say about it is not a Britain I recognize. I assure you that I am MI6, and these are the orders. Are you breaking chain of command? What kind of soldier are you? MI6 must be infiltrated by pro-EU agents. Compromised. The mission has to go ahead. You know that those bankers get their fingers everywhere. Well, Jack, who are your charming neo-Nazi friends? They're patriots. We're defending England. The mission needs to go ahead. We should kill him. No. He's following orders. He's a soldier. He's on our side. We can't leave him here. He's seen too much. He'll have support here soon. we take him with us. Now, is it a blindfold or... yes, of course. We are advised that there is an active terrorist cell targeting you. Continuing with the schedule is against my express advice, Secretary. Yes, I know, Valance. But how would it look canceling an appearance at the Imperial War Museum? Yes, we survive wars hot and cold, but now it's the 21st century. We're cowering from a few scary letters. I trust you to deal with any eventualities. And for an American to be shot in Britain would be perverse. That's like finding a way to drown in the Sahara. Secretary, down. Are you hit? Only one, sir. Stay down. This is beneath the Imperial War Museum. Yes? Have you visited the spycraft exhibit? Nothing on ultrasonic cutters in there yet. But their time will come. Enemy of Britain. I'm sorry, Secretary. Unfortunately, tight. Well, thank you. My pleasure. All part of the service. It'd have been easier if your chaps were more into the spirit of collaboration, of course. I know that it may seem all we have to offer you is fiction, but I think you'll agree it's a useful fiction. You let Marshall take the shot, 007? I'd fired the gun earlier. It was misaligned. It wouldn't hit anything it was aimed at. Marshall was a great shot, so was never going to hit on the first try. And I wasn't going to let him get a second. I thought the closer the shave, the more persuaded the Secretary would be of our merits. 007, on the record, your actions are unforgivable. Which makes it lucky this is off the record. Money Penny. Then death toll continues to rise. Now, London. Guess there's a risk of academics boring us all to death. But aside from that, It's almost a holiday, isn't it? Holiday, sure. Then. Now. Join us for a drink? I'm good, Lisa. Thanks. Oh, leave Agent Moneypenny alone. She's here to protect us after all. Who knows what fearsome deep-sea creature could try to consume our plane mid-flight? Are you going to tell me I'd look prettier if I smiled? Next. Then. Been spotted. I lost her, but now, Boston. Welcome, welcome. How was your flight? Hayes, you didn't have to come meet us in person. Got me out of a faculty meeting. This is Carr, Collins, Lane, and Moneypenny. Oh, look at you, traveling with a whole entourage. You'd think you were all important now or something. You know, it's just remarkable to me that they can call anything in this city old. Well, it's rather fascinating how a shorter history parallels the short-term thinking in both business and politics. There's been much criticism of late about the overdependence on quarterly performance of... Hey, did you make sure there weren't any rabid baseball fans lurking about? Are we making statements about professionalism, Lane? Apologies. Surely now you can enjoy a drink with us. No thanks. Early morning. Then. Your work as an agent in the field has been exemplary. Thank you, sir. But that begs the question, why am I being taken out of the field? Well, I know this new assignment isn't as flashy as you're used to, and I'll warn you now, there may be stretches that seem downright dull. But this is one of the most essential jobs in MI6. You won't be here to babysit. You'll be here because I trust you to do what's needed. Understood, sir. Now, our new global interconnectivity brings us new challenges in the realm of national security. Information spreads far more quickly among the population, but so does misinformation. And that misinformation can generate a secondary set of crises if not addressed in then. Better be careful what you say to her. You might just give her the info she needs to plan the next bombing. She shouldn't have said that. People are cruel when they're scared. But that attack has nothing to do with you.
just 'cause of where your parents are from. I know that. I'm not the one you needed to say that to.
Now, I think it went quite well.
Indeed, I only wish you could visit more often.
Professor, how late do classes go today?
Oh, what's today? Wednesday? Regular classes go for a few more hours.
That's what I was worried about.
What are you? You can't just pull out weapons on a.
You can trust her. What do you see? Nothing. That's the problem. Everyone stay behind me. Be ready.
Got it. Back the way we came. Now. But he's. Move.
Inside. Blockade the door. Don't open until I say so. Holiday's over. Can you hold this position?
What? For how long?
I think so. Get it done.
You can't just leave us.
Shut up. Then, I never thought I'd see you behind a desk, Moneypenny. Looks like they need the smarter agents to clean up your messes, James. Now. Stay in position. I'll make sure there aren't more coming. Roger. All clear, sir.
Good Lord.
Have you identified them?
Not yet, sir. This one's phone appears to be. I thought his hand moved like he was. Oh, God.
Next time, warn a girl before you shoot in her direction. Haynes, this man's phone has quite a few calls to your office.
What? But I've never seen him before. I've never seen any of them.
They did know exactly where we were heading. He is the reason you're here, sir. No, I ran the background. He's clean.
But you could have missed something, right?
You should have stuck with killing the last witness.
I didn't. Arrgh!
Care to try that again?
I had a gift for you in my office. I'll have my assistant drop it in the post.
Probably for the best. When did you know he was a traitor? When he tried to run. Ah, good thing you were here. You were right, sir. You do need a babysitter. Always. Solstice. Turkey. Sinking. Flare. Remote detonate. EMP.
Back! A second, ya!
The watch didn't work. What do you mean it didn't work? The remote detonator. It malfunctioned and deployed the flash flare instead. Gave away my position. I had to shoot my way back inside and blow the damn thing manually. The detonator works perfect, 007. Tested it myself. I assure you, the problem is user error. Check it in along with your gun, and I'll keep it. Thanks. The time function works, and it says I'm due with M. Besides, it looks rather smart on the user. All equipment is to be returned, 007. I expect you've got my missing signal jammer as well. Good morning, James. Hey, good morning, Moneypenny. Quite cold out there today. M is ready for you. Quite cold in there, too. As ever. How many presents shall I expect under there for me? Well, as a matter of fact, I've just ordered you a lovely remote detonator from Q Branch. Should be here in a flash. I'd be happy to come round your place for a tutorial, Ms. Moneypenny. We can keep warm together. Good morning, sir. Good morning, James. Good to see you. Have a seat. Have you anything on at the moment? Nothing active, sir. Just paperwork from the turkey job. Yes. That one almost went sideways, I'm told. Weapons failure or some such thing. Boothroyd would beg to differ. But the damn thing, any plans for the Christmas holiday? No, sir, I haven't. No family and such. Yes, of course. Have a look at the file there. Bit of a delicate matter. The man is Anatoly Zima, former Russian FSB, responsible for the death of an MI6 agent. Beat him to death with a baton, as I recall. He's since being excommunicated from the Kremlin. Problem with authority, that one. The girl is a British national. Recently finished university in Paris. The two of them have been involved romantically for a short time. And here's the rub. She's an estranged relative of someone here in the service. I believe Zima aims to use her as leverage to compromise the man in MI6. The girl will be returning to London soon, and she's Zima's ticket into the country. With all due respect, sir, it seems a bit domestic. Wouldn't this fit better over at Thames House? Why not just ring the girl up and tell her the man's a fraud? If you're not up to it, 007. Well, it's not a question of capability, sir. Why send the 00 when a phone call? What's to be done? Official orders on Zima from Her Majesty's government are to leave him be. He's thought to be working for a small rogue cell of international expatriates on whom the Five Eyes are gathering intel. They haven't been able to pin the cell down and are hoping Zima will lead them back to the nest. Unofficially, he is to be removed from the equation. They've dinner reservations for this evening and a show after. Locations in the file. It goes without saying, but discretion is vital. Very good, sir. This is strictly off-book 007. No expensing. Here are some funds due. No need for that, sir. I was just about to take a short holiday in Paris. Oh, and 007, I'm afraid a visit to Q Branch is out of the question. I'll contact Mathis at DGSE. I'm sure he'll have some tips for a friend.
James, to what do I owe the pleasure?
Hello, Renee. I'm taking a spontaneous Christmas in Paris, and I'm afraid I've left my coat at the office. Could you phone your tailor for me?
Of course. I assume the new hard rule diet has you traveling light?
Yes. In fact, I've lost a bit of weight just under my left shoulder. Paris. Tout équipé pour vous selon la demande, Monsieur Matisse. Je vous laisse pour voir si tout va bien. Formidable. Merci. Merci, Mathis.
Bonjour, Front de Rivière.
Oui, c'est Monsieur Sterling. J'ai une réservation pour ce soir et je arriverai chez vous bientôt. Voulez bien faire le plein d'essence et assurer que mes voitures soient prêtes à l'heure de mon arrivée. Entendu?
Bien sûr, Monsieur Sterling. Nous espérons vous revoir bientôt.
Votre voiture, monsieur. J'espère qu'elle vous conviendra. Merci.
Bonsoir. Oui. Bonjour.
Got you. Excuse me, my dear. Surveillance signal lost. Interference detected. CCTV. Scanning. Matching 42%. Searching registration. Identity unknown. Affiliation suspected. MI6. Vehicle registry front the Riviera Hotel. You are right, sir. Very cold business here indeed.
Good work, 007. Learn what you can. Then see that Christmas is cancelled.
Very good, sir. It would appear that I have you at a disadvantage, Mr. Bond, James Bond. Of MI6, I presume. Tell me why you visited my home this evening. I'm thinking of moving to Paris and wanted to see what flats are going for these days. Don't waste your words, Mr. Bond. You haven't very many of them left. The faster you tell me what I wish to know, the more painless your death will be. Well, in that case, I'll have a drink. Slowly, and facing me. Sorry to have pulled you away from the Nutcracker. I know how you Russians love your ballet. The flat. Why were you there? Well, quite simply, really. You picked the wrong girl. The very fact that you are here tells me that I picked the right girl. How many are you? The rest of your compatriots are being dealt with accordingly, but I'm seeing to this matter personally. Delicate situation that it is. You understand. Answer me this, Zima. You compromise the head of MI6. Then what? Plant misinformation? Sow discord? That's a slow-moving ship, and your operation is hardly large enough to turn the tides. I don't aspire to world domination. I am a weapon, not unlike yourself. I seek to be applicable. Well, you're in the doghouse with your superiors, and a mole in MI6 was to be your way back into the Kremlin? A dog with a bird in his mouth at the doorstep of his master. You speak as if a man in an office did not send you to another country to pull a trigger. After all, us weapons need to be pointed, don't we? Was I not to be the bird to your dog, Mr. Bond? Well, you're more of a Christmas present, actually. I suppose we'd better get on with it. Flare, remote detonate, EMP. Delete selected files. Solstice. Is everything all right? You left in such a hurry. I lied to you. I am married with a family and must return to be with them abroad. Leaving tonight. I am very sorry. Do not contact me. Moneypenny, you shouldn't have. Well, I didn't actually. It's from M. He's not usually one for the holiday spirit. Don't I know it? I'm here on Christmas, and he's stepped out. Ah, Trafalgar Square, M. It's been ages since I last stood here. 3 kilometers from the office, and it may as well be 300. I've never taken you to be the festive type. The job, sir, it's rather unforgiving. I'm sure you wanted to. Tried, even. What's the final word from Paris, then? Turns out that Zima breaking into my room helped my cover in the end. The French police worked out that I was British intelligence. Mathis vouched for me and tied up any loose ends with red tape. Very good. What of the girl, sir? It seems the sudden breakup prompted her to return to London, spending Christmas with her mother, I expect. Good work, Bond. Thank you. You're welcome, sir. Anything else? No, that'll be all. Very good, sir. Oh, and Bond. Sir? Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. M. MI6 Headquarters, London, United Kingdom. You know how it goes, old boy. Make an omelet, you break some eggs. I got the lovely Duchess back in one piece, didn't I? Our intel was accurate. You had every available resource. 20 people dead, 30 injured. No perpetrators in custody, and you lost the ransom money. So, could you please tell me, 005, what the bloody hell happened? Oh, come on, Em. What did you expect me to do? I was in a corner. Your mission was to retrieve the Duchess and the ransom money quietly. This is not quiet. I expect you to do your job. When in a corner, you sneak or you climb your way out of it. You do not blow the bloody building up. There are always consequences to your actions, Agent. Out. Sir, evening correspondence has arrived. Very good, Moneypenny. I'll take what small gifts I can. Funny you should say that. Curious. Any return address? No, sir. It's been cleared by security. No message attached, though. That'll be all, Miss Moneypenny. Yes, sir. Drive on to Euston Station, please. Driver. Euston Station, yes, sir. Just pull up here for a moment. Sir. Very well, you may proceed. Euston Station. That will be all. Thank you. All good, sir. One can hope. Belfast, Northern Ireland, United Kingdom. The last time I was here, the city was a lot different. To do a tour in Belfast was a regular posting, for one in the British Army. We were originally deployed during the Troubles, simply in order to keep the peace. But this is Belfast. Nothing is simple here. There was a lot of anger at that time, and plenty of it to go around. So much has changed since the peace process. While some things change, others do not. What about ye? Where's Sammy? Yous mean Mr. Wells? Who's asking? Tell Mr. Wells that his message was received. Aye. Come on, so. Mr. here for ye, Mr. Wells. Came unarmed, goes by. It's no business of yours. What's this all about, Sammy? Not to worry, Robbie. I know this fella. Well, hello there, soldier. What brings you back to these parts? You know what. Sammy, we have unfinished business, you and me. Private business. Nothing your snoopers or wiretappers would be onto. We have no unfinished business, other than that I meant to leave a bullet right there before I left. Aye, but you didn't take the shot, did ye? You took another one, so you did. What do you want, Sammy? I hear yous are a big muckety-buck in British intelligence now. Made it to special branch after all, eh? So here it is, soldier. We want you to use your government contacts and provide us the location of listed IRA informants. They've escaped their crimes long enough. We want justice. Justice? What justice? Is that what you call running a crime gang under the cover of your culture? Is that accepting donations from the British government for band equipment? If you wanted justice, you'd have found legal recourse to do so. Here now, legally, they got away with everything. Such was the terms of the Good Friday Agreement. Such is the price of peace. To devil with peace, I want them in pieces. Why on earth would I help you, Sammy? The UVF is a paramilitary organization. The British government would never. I don't want anything from the British government, fella. Not this time. I want it from yous, and yous are going to get it for me. Aren't ya? You know I will, because I have to. But remember this, Sammy. Once this debt is paid, then the slate is wiped clean. Maybe you will consider what my trade specializes in. Not finding bodies, but making them disappear. How much for this pin? Not for sale, pal. Give you £1 for it. Sod off. Ron, let him just have it, Ron. We serve the British Crown, after all. What brings you back to these parts? We have unfinished business, you and me. You haven't
changed a bit, fella. All business. I want it from yous, and yous are gonna get it for me.
Pardon me, ma'am. Mr. Abernathy, you got my message.
Aye, I did. A crown on the Queen's head. Top marks for inventiveness.
Had to think on my feet, Ron. We used to meet here a lot. Knew you'd figure it out.
Showing up at Sammy's was dangerous.
I know. I apologize. I didn't have much of a choice in the matter. Sammy has forced my hand.
Bloody hell, what does he have on you?
Can't say. Classified.
Classified, my arse. Look, I don't know much, but I do know this. Sammy looks out for Sammy. He doesn't want revenge. He wants cash. An auction is being arranged to sell that list off to the highest bidder. Sammy's going to make a killing.
London. Hello? Operations Director's Office?
Moneypenny.
Sir, this isn't a London number.
I'm in Belfast. I need you to access certain documents for me.
Sir, I can't.
Listen closely, Moneypenny. I am currently off the mainland and unarmed. It is imperative there is no record of me being here.
Understood. But unarmed, sir, while outside the country? I'm still in the United Kingdom. The hard rule is applicable. I have 30 seconds before MI6 security finishes its routing surveillance check. I will call back tomorrow at this time from this number with further instructions.
Well, very good, sir.
Moneypenny, this is not an order. You do not have to do as I say. However, I would consider it a great favor if you could assist me. 20 seconds. Will you help?
Whatever you need, sir.
Secure a list of IRA members who were released from prison due to the Good Friday Agreement.
Looking for us, is it? Arr! Let go! You bloody arm!
Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Is this rusty excuse for a weapon even functional?
We don't know. We're just meant to scare you.
I had to deal with much worse back in my day. This was meant to be a message. Well, chaps, I have a message for you. All right, lads, form a line. We've had enough of this. Let's put them back in their place. Hit them with the gas. Fire!
Bloody baggy bastards!
You there.
New guy.
Sir.
Listen up, soldier. You see that girl in the wee pink skirt? She's an IRA informer. Be a good lad, knock her out.
Sir?
We want her for questioning. You know how to use plastic rounds, eh?
Yes, sir.
Then give her a blast in the chest with this. Plastic rounds, non-lethal. Then bring her in for questioning.
Yes, Major. Sammy, who's your escort this morning?
This is Ferguson. New bodyguard.
What happened to the other chap?
Don't worry about him. He's not around no more. So, you got me list or what?
Of course not. It will take some time.
Bollocks to that. Yous have till the night to get it. I don't want you getting up to any tricky Brent shite on me.
It doesn't bother you that the Good Friday Agreement gave these men amnesty for the crimes they had been imprisoned for? They were released legally.
Hell no. They all deserve to be punished for what they did.
Everyone?
Everyone.
A location to meet tonight? Don't be late. I'll be there. As long as Sammy comes alone. This is between me and him. Don't make a difference. You're on Sammy's turf. Don't matter where you are, Sammy has his eyes on you. Very good. Is that all? You got somewhere to be? I have an appointment I need to keep.
Bloody Ray.
It's still the United Kingdom, that's for sure. Moneypenny, were you able to acquire that list?
I was, sir. It begins with...
No, Moneypenny, don't read it out. Giving me that information will be crossing a line. I don't want to put you in that position unless entirely necessary.
Well, is there anything I can do in the meantime, sir?
If all goes well, I'll be at work first thing on Monday. If not, call this number at 10 p.m. tomorrow, Sunday. If I have no other options, I'll get the names from you then. And Moneypenny,
Yes, sir.
if I don't answer, assume the worst. Loyalist dealer found dead. The body of a local figure has been found dead. Sammy?
Hello again, soldier. I trust you haven't let me down.
Trust is a word I'd never use when it comes to you.
Spoken like a true spy.
Which is it? Spy or soldier?
What are you getting at?
You've always called me a soldier. Now you call me a spy. Which are you, Sammy?
Here, enough of this. Give us the names.
I think not.
How are yous playing at? Give us the list. You know what happens if you don't.
I know what happens when I do what you tell me. Tell me what happens if I don't.
If you don't, I'll teach yous a lesson.
Oh, Sammy, you already did.
No! You just committed state-sanctioned murder. Welcome to Belfast.
You taught me what happens when I lose control. I've never let that happen again, and I'm not going to start now.
I taught you to check your ammo before firing too, didn't I?
I suppose you did. An innocent girl had to die to teach me that?
She weren't that innocent. And I looked after yous, didn't I? Didn't leave a mark on your record.
You made me an accomplice in your private little war, killing your enemy under the cover of Her Majesty's crown.
No, you killed her, soldier. The life of that wee Catholic girl is on your conscience, not mine.
You remember Aisling, don't you? This is the young woman that you had me shoot with what I believed was a non-lethal round. You know I have access to MI6 files, of course. That's why you brought me back here. What you don't know is that I've had plenty of time to look at files over the years, including yours, Sammy. So what? I found out she had been your informant. You promised to look after her brother if she fed you intel. Until you were finished with her. You used me to clean up your dirty work. Undercover MI6 agents pulled her out in time to save her life, issued a false certificate of death. She'd earned a new life, even if you were willing to let her bleed out on the street. I wrote to her on my way to Belfast and asked her to meet me. Say, whatever happened to your brother, Aisling?
My poor brother ended up becoming a junkie. Sammy here had him beaten to a pulp as an example to others. He died in hospital that weekend. Where's the justice for my wee brother? Listen, I don't know what your game is here. Just give me those RA names before I lose the head with you.
You want justice for past crimes?
Aye.
Fine. Let's have some. Please get back in the car, Aisling. I found your IRA names.
What?
Where are they?
We're here.
While you were busy threatening me, I got a message to the old guard. Some are still around, as it turns out. The cause isn't completely fueled by spotty idiots.
Hey, now, don't leave me here, soldier.
Naturally, we had a lot to catch up on, but they were more eager to catch up with you. They were even willing to forgive Helen's previous transgressions, given the circumstance.
We go back a long way, you and me.
Too long, Sammy. You are the one who hasn't accounted for your crimes.
All I wanted was justice.
You wanted payback. The main thing Belfast taught me is that here, justice and payback mean the same thing. Goodbye, Sammy.
No, wait, don't leave. Don't.
London. Sir, good morning, sir. Morning, Miss Moneypenny. Any news over your weekend?
News? Nothing that I can recall. And you, sir?
Nothing to report. Do brief me on today's schedule, if you please.
Today's schedule. Very good, sir.